Yeah. It's Sunday. I mean, if you're starting early today. I'm back. It's Accede. And you know we got them hot takes. We got them hot takes. Man, it's a nice day to watch some baseball. And they also got that WNBA all day too. All right. Welcome back, Middle Thoughts family. How we doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday outside. It was a beautiful day yesterday. We had a good day. We had a successful day. Another parlay hit. Let's go. We know how this goes, but for the people that are just tapping in, I'm going to start off with the pick of the day. Give you a rundown of my picks for today. I got the MLB first, then I'm going to do the WNBA again today because, once again, Cheat Code is not here. We're going to get into a rundown of everything that happened yesterday. I'll touch base on the parlay that I hit yesterday, show you guys what the lines are that I'll be looking at. That's it. We're here to make some money. With nothing else to be said, I'm going to run right into this today. Today's pick of the day is the White Sox plus 135. Yesterday, I gave you the Athletics money line at plus 158, and it pushed me to 7-4. We're going to look to push to 8-4 today. The White Sox got swept against the Cubs in the first series. I love for them to get a bounce back series win. Plus 135s are good numbers. I love them. I don't think I've chosen the White Sox yet, so that's a good thing because you don't want to consistently pick the same teams because sometimes they'll trend and sometimes you'll get them right a couple times in a row, but you're not going to get them right every single time, if that makes sense. You'll notice that my pick of the day is usually always changing around. It's never usually the same thing. So once again, pick of the day, White Sox 135. Take it. We're 7-4. I'm going to keep this pushing. My rundown of the picks today, we start at 135. We got 135 Dodgers and Red Sox. I got the Red Sox plus 1.5. The line is minus 163. 135, we had the Phillies and the Yankees. Man, the Yankees are struggling. They're one of the worst records in baseball right now since June. And we just lost Aaron Judge. Zach Wheeler's on the mound. It's going to be a tough matchup. But for some reason, teams tend to play better without their star player. Not always the case, and baseball is definitely different. So the longevity differential is going to definitely matter. Like, you can't replace somebody like Judge. But just because you lose a star player doesn't always necessarily mean it's going to cap the team. Just keep that in mind. 135, we have the Rockies and the O's. I got the Rockies plus 1.5. Their money line, if you're feeling froggy, I know they just gave up 18 runs yesterday. However, a lot of the time when a team scores a big amount of runs like that, the next day, they're definitely not putting up anywhere close to that. So I'm not saying that the O's won't produce runs today. It's just they got a lot of hits yesterday. They were running them bases all day. So that can actually wear out your offense. That's not always necessarily a good thing to put up a bunch of runs. Diamondbacks and Pirates at 135. We have the Diamondbacks plus 1.5 at minus 175 today. 140, Blue Jays and Tigers. Tigers are slumping. Blue Jays are running baseball right now. We had a reverse of the two best teams in the league. I like the Tigers to get back on track today with a minus 1.5. I called it earlier in the series. It did not hit. It did not hit yesterday either. I love it. They hit tonight. It's plus 163. 140, we had the Rays and the Reds. I got the Rays money line straight up. It's a pick 'em. I didn't really know which way to go, so I just took the easy route out and just Rays money line. Called it a day. 210, Cubs, White Sox. That's the pick of the day, White Sox. 210, Athletics and Astros. I took the Athletics money line again. It did fall a little bit while I was making this. The Athletics have been playing really well against the Astros. The Astros are banged up still. They've been tearing apart that Astros bullpen all series. And the A's have been pitching really good. I could see another day of an Athletics win at plus 119. 210, we have the Guardians and the Royals. The Guardians plus 1.5 is my pick today. Yesterday, they flipped what I said that was basically going to happen. I got it wrong. The early window was the late window and vice versa. Today, I like a +1 in the game today. I think it's going to be a one-run finish, a -193. 210, we had the Marlins and the Brewers. I got the Marlins money line plus 128. I love the sweep today. Brewers just swept a bunch of teams. Feel like they're about to get swept. 210, Nationals and the Twins. I got the Nationals plus 1.5. They put up a bunch of runs. They beat that bullpen up yesterday. The Twins have had a tough couple series. I could definitely see the Nationals winning. Their money line could potentially hit, but I'm not certain on that one. 215, Padres and Cardinals. I got the Padres plus 1.5. I've been pretty decent on the Padres series this series, so hopefully we're back on track. Padres plus 1.5 minus 194. 235, we got the Braves and the Rangers. The Rangers getting the sweep today. I just took the money line. 407, we got the Mariners and the Angels. The -2 covered yesterday. Even though I told you to take the Angels plus 1, they got me. I even said it in the podcast. I hope they don't do the reverse and give me the -1.5, but they did. It's okay. I'm doubling up on it. I feel like they're going to cover it again today. -102. 710, Mets and Giants. I love the Mets. -2 tonight. It is plus 135. Feel like they're starting to get it together. Baseball is a game of runs and streaks. When you start figuring it out, you start compiling wins. The Mets are a good team. They got a good pitcher on the mound tonight. Love the -1.5. We're going to get into the WNBA because that's all the baseball picks I have for today and all the games there are. The game that is at 1 o'clock is the Valkyries and the Suns, but it's not listed on DraftKings that I saw, and that's where I pull most of my stats from is DraftKings, to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to just skip over that one. I'm going to just shoot in the dark and say the Valkyries are going to win that one. Call it a day. At 3 o'clock, though, we have the Fever in the Sky. So here we go. We got 2 blowouts. The Fever blew the Sky out both times they played so far. And tonight, there is no Caitlin Clark. I like the Sky on the plus 340. I know the Fever are playing well without Caitlin. I just got a feeling that tonight's going to be the night they take this loss. At 4 o'clock, we had the Aces and the Wings. Now, this series has also played 2 games so far. Both of them, the Wings took 4-point losses, and it's plus 310 tonight. I love plus 310s. I love plus 340s. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I see a lot of money being given out in the WNBA tonight. Taking the Wings plus 310. At 6 o'clock, we got the Mercury and the Mystics. The Mystics just played last night. I told you yesterday they were going to upset. They upset Mercury tonight to get the favorite win. -305. And then at 7 o'clock, we got the Dream and the Lynx. The Lynx are still undefeated at home. They are playing at home tonight. And the first time they played the Dream, it was an OT loss. So guess what, guys? I'm going with the Dream tonight. Feel like Minnesota's going to lose their first game at home tonight. The Dream is plus 285. Like I said, there's a lot of money in the NBA. And from what I see, I may not be right. I've been pretty on so far. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into this recap of yesterday so that way we can understand what I'm seeing. So yesterday, I actually had a pretty decent day. I said I hit a parlay yesterday. I went 12-7 on my picks, and it pushed me to 29-19 for the week. 63% yesterday, 60% now for the week. It's a comeback from the slow start I had this week. The rundown of my picks yesterday were the Phillies -1.5 against the Yankees. Covered at 9-4. I had the Guardians money line in game 1. This is the one I told you was flipped earlier. The Guardians won game 2 by 2 runs, and the Royals won game 1 by 2 runs, and I had the picks reversed. I had game 2 Royals -1.5, and I had the game 1 as the Guardians money line. So they flipped them on me. I told you whenever you got them 2 games in the same day, a lot of the time it's reversed from one another. So like I said, keep that in mind. I wasn't wrong. I just had the wrong games. Blue Jays money line was the next pick. They won against the Tigers 6-1. I had the Rays plus 1.5. The Reds came out and did the thing again yesterday. I told you to take Pittsburgh plus 1.5 and the money line. They won 2-0. That's a double check mark. Rockies plus 1.5. They got smoked. Braves money line. They also lost on a comeback effort from the Rangers. Tough loss. 6-5. Can't always be right. I had the Cubs -1.5 against the White Sox. They won 6-1. I had the Athletics money line. That was on my parlay last night. 5-1. I had the Marlins plus 1.5, 7-4. So that was a check mark. I took the Nationals money line against the Twins. So it was the Athletics and the Nationals last night, and the Nationals came through for your boy. I had them down on here as the plus 1.5 and the money line. So that's a double check mark. Red Sox, Dodgers. Had the Dodgers on the plus 1.5. The Red Sox won that game 4-2, so that did not cover. I had the Padres plus 1.5 yesterday. They won the game 3-1. I had the Royals minus 1.5 in the second game. Guardians won 6-4. I had the Mets money line and the plus 1.5. They both covered. Mets won 2-1. That's a double check mark. And I had the Angels money line. I had a feeling the Mariners were going to cover that -2. I told you guys to take the wrong thing. That's my bad. They lost 7-2. I told you guys that I was a little up in the air about the Sparks and the Liberty game. I did tell you guys to take the Liberty. I'm not going to lie. I ended up taking the Sparks on my parlay ticket last night as my third pick. I had the Sparks, the Nationals, and the Athletics last night, and it did hit. If anybody don't believe me, I can post the ticket. So I didn't include that one in my wins and losses because I did win, even though I told you guys the wrong thing. So I'm sorry about that. But the Mystics, however, did cover on that plus 150 last night. They won 69-58. Like I said, I had a pretty good day. I went 12-7, and that was 63%. And I hope I can continue this run and continue to give guys information, and hopefully it can lead to you guys making some money. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get us out of here because I know you guys want this information, and the game started 1:35 today. So make sure that after you listen to this, you hit the like button, you comment, you share it for us, and you subscribe to the YouTube channel because all of that matters. It keeps us being able to produce this information for you every day. If you really support us, you can go buy our merch at bonfire.com/shop/alienware. We're dropping new stuff all the time, so feel free to hop on there and see what we got. We have an Apple link and a Spotify link, plus a YouTube link down in the description at the bottom. There's a couple more links down there as well we're going to get into. Apple and Spotify, you can listen to the podcast on there. You can also catch the entire episode on YouTube. We also have IG. IG has all of our reels and our shorts. If you want little short snippets of important highlights of what we talk about, you can tap in with that there. We got the Savage Shorts video editing service. If you need any logos or any designs or covers or, anything at all, really, you can tap in with that and we can get you some pricing and bring your dreams to life. For the athletes that are out here working out in this heat, playing games in this heat, we got the Liquid Hydration Multiplier link. They got deals and coupons. Get your electrolytes up. Keep them up. Stay safe. Hulu got 30 days for free if you sign up today through the link. That's 30 days for free. I know Hulu not that expensive, guys. Come on, get that entertainment. Sam's Club got 50% off their membership. Go tap in with that. You can buy in bulk, save a little bit of money on some groceries. Even if you don't buy groceries, they have other things that you can buy that are non-perishable. So if you don't want to buy that much food because you don't eat that much food, you save money elsewhere. But tap in with them. They got 50% off. And that's all I got. I'm going to get this out to you as quick as possible. Cheat Code should be back any day now. We're going to get into that with you guys. And we're still working on a new episode for this week. We're getting it figured out, but it is coming, guys. It just might not be out till next Saturday. Well, everybody have a wonderful day. Be safe. And hopefully we make some money. Hit that comment section and let me know what you winning. That's what we're talking about. All right, Accede out, guys.